Dean Thompson, and welcome to another Escape to Gaming. Today I wanted to kind of take a few minutes and go over my own collection. I've had a couple people through either comments or private messages have asked me, Dean, why don't you show your own video collection sometime? We can see a few videos that you have in the background. You can see I've got a few here that I have. Now, I used to have an epic collection of just nothing but, old Commodore 64 games and PS1 games and PS2 games and regular Xbox games. And I basically kind of dispersed those through family members over the years, and I hung on at the very end of all my PS1 and PS2 games, and then my nephew ended up with most of those, and then what was left, my very favorites, which I wouldn't even part with those, I donated to the Classic Game Room. And Mark Bussler at CGR went ahead and reviewed those, and Derek Buck and Kevin Lind over on CGR Undertow as well took the time, did some wonderful reviews of those. I have a playlist that's called Donated Favorites. You can see some of those games that I've donated and the reviews on them. But I wanted to take the time and kind of show you some of the games I have. Again, it's nothing fantastic. Many of you have seen this, you've kind of been there, done that with these games, but I thought you might find it interesting. So anyway, here they are. So I'm going to try to break these up into segments and kind of show you, the ones I'm working on, different third-person shooters, first-person shooters, drivers, and games like that. But right now, these are the ones I'm currently working on that I just haven't finished yet. Tomb Raider, I'm just really enjoying. I love the whole journey on this game, and I hate to see it end, but I'm finding virtually every single collectible along the way, and the documents and the relics, the whole deal. I love this game. I just did a wonderful a full review of it, in fact, and you can see that on my channel. But Tomb Raider is just an incredible game. Far Cry 3, I'm probably 35 hours into this one. I love this game. There's another one I'm less than halfway through, believe it or not, but I love the game. I really milked as much mileage out of this one as I can, so I can't wait to get back to this one soon enough here. Battlefield 3, one I started a long time ago. I just about a month ago started playing it again and really enjoyed it, and I've got maybe 3 levels left on this. I love this game. Really good first-person shooter, wonderful attention to detail and graphic presentation. Spec Ops: The Line. This is an incredible third-person shooter. I think I've got 3 or 4 levels left. I'm near the end of it. I really like the game a lot. I like some of the choices you make along the way. It's kind of a commentary on people that play shooters. I'm kind of a interesting perspective on shooters in general and people that play violent games. And so I'm kind of seeing through all that while playing it, as well as enjoying the story and the characters in it. But I love this game. I'm very anxious to wrap this up and get the rest of my achievements in this one as well. Max Payne 3, I'm on the second to the last level, about halfway through the police station level. This game can be a real grind, but I love it. It's such a well-done game. I love the graphic presentation. The attention to detail is just impeccable in it. I've found every single gold gun part so far along the way. I'm hoping to wrap up the last few, but near the end I was ready just to blow my brains out on this one. It was a real grind. My wife even said, "You got to pull that game out. I can't take it anymore." So anyway, I'm going to finish this one. I've got to finish it. I love the game, and I want to get those last few achievements. And then Call of Juarez: The Cartel, I did a review of recently. Really enjoyed the game. And I'm anxious to finish that one. I've got like one more level left to replay it on hard and get an achievement for that. So those are my games I'm currently working on at the moment. Now these next games are recent pickups. Just, literally in the last, probably 2 months I've picked all these games up. Far Cry 2. Right before Far Cry 3 came out in December, I grabbed this one and put it in and started playing. Just the first level, I can't believe how great even this one is. A wonderful game. I'm very excited when I have the time to sit down and play more Far Cry 2. Aliens Colonial Marines, another wonderful game I did a review of. I love this game very much. Going through and replaying some of the levels. I got to get a few more achievements to wrap up all my achievements in this, but I really like this, the single-player campaign especially. I thought it was well done for Aliens fans and what have you. This is one I just got really excited about playing. Everyone's raved about this episodic Walking Dead game. And of course we have the Walking Dead Survival Instinct that's coming out actually this coming Tuesday after this weekend. And I'm very excited about playing that one as well. I love the TV show like many other people. But I'm very excited about this. They have all of the episodes for $30 in one package. I can't wait to sit down and play this all the way through. I just also got Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. recently, really cheap. I mean, I got them like, God, they're $5 or $6 each. I have a mom and pop store where they have perfect condition disc with the original booklets, the clamshell, the cases, everything's in excellent condition. So I actually stock up on a lot of games from them. And then a couple of my fans that followed my show that said, because I like Manhunt, that I like this Condemned 1 and 2. So I got Condemned Origins 1 and 2. I'm anxious to play these. They look really intense. I watched a couple of reviews, and this is one where I'm going to be, pull some all-nighters and really sink into these. I honestly can't wait. So this will be, probably will trigger a psychotic episode, but I can only hope. Anyway, and then Stranglehold. Just recently, I played this one. Really enjoyed it. I did a review of this. This was a real surprise. So I love this game, and it's one of those ones that you can kind of easily go back into it and replay levels, and I'm having a lot of fun with this one. This is one I just picked up, Sniper, Ghost Warrior 2. It just came out. I didn't know too much about it. I heard the first one had some mixed reviews, and I've had a couple friends that even liked the first one and said, well, Dean, if you like Sniper Elite V2, you really should play this Sniper Ghost Warrior. So I couldn't resist, and it's cheap. It's like $40 brand new. The graphics have the Crytek engine, which really looked good. I was surprised. So it does have some graphical issues and problems, but it's a great game overall. I can't wait to play this one. I also got really cheap, like $6 or something, Sniper Ghost Warrior 1 with the original booklet and case, excellent condition. So I can't wait to eventually get to that one. Now, I already had for the PS3 Medal of Honor Airborne, but I thought I'd get it and get the achievements for the 360 version, so I just picked this up recently. So these are my recent pickups of just in the last 2 months. Now, I'm fairly new to the whole PlayStation 3. I just got one just a little over a year ago, 2 Christmases ago. So I've got a very small collection, but I do have a lot of really cool downloadable old PS1 and 2 games that are downloaded on the PlayStation Network, which I enjoy too. But so far for that, in fact, I just recently picked up the Killzone trilogy. I'm halfway into Killzone 2, right about the middle, maybe 60%, and I love it. The graphics and the first-person shooter gameplay is really fantastic. I'm just really intrigued with it. I've always wanted to play. Mark Bussler, Classic Gamer, did a great review of the first one, and it looks really good. So this is a chance where I can play in HD the first one and 2 and 3. All comes fairly cheap. I think I paid like $40 for this even. Really good deal. So got that. Medal of Honor. This I played all the way through right when I got it. I love this game for the PlayStation 3. It had one really bad glitch in the game. I don't know if it was, it was more of a PS3 thing, or also I've heard they've had problems with the Xbox 360 ports as well. But I really enjoyed the campaign of this and did a review of the follow-up, Warfighter, not long ago. This is worth the cost of a PS3 alone. I love this Twisted Metal. Now, amazingly, I'm not a big fan of the single-player campaign with some of the real strange set pieces that it has, but what I love is the challenge mode. You can go into it, pick the levels you like, pick the enemies you like, the difficulty, the cars, the weapon loadouts, customization, everything, and play each game the way you like. And I played this for 4 months straight when I got my PS3. I mean, I was just obsessed with it. Love the game, and the multiplayer too I tried is actually really good. So this is worth the PS3 right here. In the Killzone series, I think too. SOCOM 4, this is one I played probably 3 levels into. I really like it. It's a great game. I'm anxious to get back to this one. Again, what happens, I buy 3 or 4 games at once, and I try a few levels of this and a few levels of that, hopping all over the place, so I got to finish them. This one I really enjoyed, Medal of Honor Airborne for the PlayStation 3. Great game. I just recently got it for the Xbox 360. This is one of my favorite driving games for the PS3, MotorStorm Pacific Rim. Now, I have played the first MotorStorm at my brother-in-law's when he first got his PS3. I think it came with it. It was okay. It wasn't bad. But this one is fantastic. Epic jumps, gorgeous island with lava, volcanoes, waterfalls, incredible, just epic jumps that you've never seen before. A fantastic driving game. I can't recommend it enough. You can get it dirt cheap for the cost of lunch. This is another great one, is this MotorStorm Apocalypse. I love this game. Great graphics. The environment changes throughout the race, making it quite challenging. Really a cool game, and it's in a I think it was like 1080p, really an awesome picture on my TV. I've got a 120 Hz television, 46-inch Samsung, and it looks fantastic on that. Uncharted, what can I say? I love this game. Now, I've played the second one too. The second one I played at my father-in-law's. I need to get the second, and then eventually I'm dying to play the third one too. I can't wait to play this one again. It's one of those games, just it's a real gem. Kind of like the Tomb Raider that I just got recently. Resistance Fall of Man. This I got with my PS3 for Christmas. I love this game. Probably 65% of the way through the first one, and then I also have the second one as well, which I've heard is quite good. And I think there's even a third one. I'll have to check into that. But these Resistance games and the Killzone games also make the cost of having the PS3 well worthwhile. Now for third-person shooter games, I've got, of course, Grand Theft Auto 4, the Complete Edition, all three, episodes basically in one really nice package. This is a great game. This is one I'll purposely, get, 5 or 6 police stars and see how long I can evade the cops. I love this game. It's one of those ones that, my nephews come over, we throw it in, you shoot everything in sight, get into epic police chases, incredible jumps, the whole thing. It's just a lot of fun. A wonderful sandbox game. Never get tired of it. Bloodstone 007, game I haven't played yet. I bought it knowing that the new 007 Legends was coming out, and I played, what was the other one? I played Quantum of Solace and really enjoyed it, but I've yet to play this. I've heard it's really good, so I'm dying to get to this one. What can I say? Red Dead Redemption, a fantastic game. This is one, believe it or not, I haven't finished. About halfway into the Mexico missions, and then I was away from home for 7 months. Right after it came out, I left home to go work for about, half a year. And I took my Xbox 360 with me and that game. That's the only game I had. And I slowly got through, probably a third of it. But I really need to finish that game. It's just a fantastic game. Crackdown, I love this game. I love collecting the orbs, jumping, leveling up your character. This is a great game. I got it for like $5. What a fantastic game. Mafia 2, man. This is one I chainsawed through nonstop in like maybe 3 or 4 evenings. It was, I think, around a Thanksgiving time that I played it and had like a week off and just loved it. This is a great game, wonderful story, beautiful cutscenes. I can't wait to see the third one. This is a fantastic game. I played the first one too on the regular Xbox, which had some issues, but still a good game. Saboteur, another wonderful game. Unfortunately, Pandemic Studios is not going to be with us anymore, but I love their final contribution with this game. I think it's a wonderful game. This was another one. I went nuts with the exploration and just, taking out all of the enemy stations beforehand. Great game. Sleeping Dogs did a review of this recently. I love the game and I love the DLC for this game. Can never say enough about this one. This game, anytime now, they're coming out with a new, I don't know if it's a V2 Platinum or V3 or whatever, but there's a brand new Sniper Elite coming out anytime. I pre-ordered it. I really don't even know what it is. And I'm going to be getting it, but I love this game. This is the finest third-person shooter I think I've ever played. The kill cams alone are just unbelievable, just over the top and epic in this game. I had these 2 games were given to me, which I haven't played yet. The Bourne Conspiracy, third-person shooter, looks really interesting. I like the movies, certainly, like many of us like them. And Weapons of Fate, which I saw Mark Bussler again did a really good review of this a long time ago, and I've always wanted to get it. I was also given this game, so I'm anxious to try it as well. Just Cause 2, another one I put in God knows how many hours into this game. I love this game. I've found every single city on all of the islands. I've scoured for collectibles. Before I've even done half of the missions, I've put in a tremendous amount of hours into this. Kane and Lynch Dead Men. Now this one I just got recently, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and just started to go through the first 3 or 4 levels of it. Really like it. It has some issues, but I really like the game quite a bit. Anxious to get back to it. LA Noire, my God. I bought this, I pre-ordered it, and at the time, swamped with work, had no time to play it. I mean, no time, and I wouldn't even start it until I could sit and play it all the way through. Finally had 2 weeks off. This last year, 2012, I sat down over maybe 4 or 5 evenings and took my time and went through every case, including all of the DLC cases, because I got the season pass I already had. So the time I played the game, I already had all the DLC that was out, and went through and lovingly found every collectible, film reel, classic Hollywood location, everything. This is an incredible game. I could do an incredible review of this game, but a lot of people already have. I can't rave enough about how special this game is. I can only hope that we'll see another one. Unfortunately, that Team Bondi went through a lot of 80, 90-hour work weeks trying to produce this, so I don't know if we're going to see another one, but what a great game. Keenan Lynch 2, one of my favorite guilty pleasures. This one I blew through in like 2 nights. Great game, real gritty, violent heat, the town movie type action. I can't recommend that one enough, as strange as it is. Splinter Cell Conviction, another game that I've been, everyone's raved about. I haven't played it yet. I'm anxious to play it. Splinter Cell Double Agent, which this one I've actually started to play. It's tough though, man. You really, there's a perfect syntax to go through the levels. If you don't do it just right, you can really lose your patience if you're cool with this one. This one I kind of rage quit it one night, but I'm anxious to get back to it because it really is a good stealth game. I really enjoy it. Hitman Absolution, speaking of stealth games, this is another one I need to finish. I love this game. This is a wonderful game. Very well done. I was really excited to do the review of this one. So these are my third-person shooters anyway. Now some of my other non-shooting games I have, and I have a few here. This is one that I kind of came across by accident, God, a few years ago, is this Big Air Edition Stoked. I love snowboarding, and this is one of the finest. Now, I haven't played the new SSX one yet. It looks really good. It came out recently, last year, I think. But this is fantastic. It's really kind of open world. It's a tough game to master the tricks to unlock the mountains. I've only unlocked like 4 mountains, but you can even get a helicopter drop you in from any location and pretty much go any way you want down the mountain. There's set trails and jumps, and there's ways you can explore, and enormous cliffs. You just fly off. You hear these eagles kind of screaming as you're launching off through the clouds. I mean, you really feel the epic height on the jumps. I love this game. This is, if you like snowboarding at all, this is a game you can get dirt cheap. It's fantastic. Really a great game. Heroes Over Europe. This is an incredible game. I'm on like the last level. I almost beat the game, and I bet I've done the last level 24 times. I just haven't been able to beat it yet on the normal setting. So this is one I've got to just finish it to get my final achievements. But I love this game. Very well done. Great graphics. Great epic set pieces at night. Flying through fire. Flying through a barrage of balloons over London and over all kinds of European cities and countries with just epic shootouts with other planes. Really cool, really well done. This is one I've been dying to play. I just haven't played it yet. I bought it, I think last year, really cheap too, is the Ace Combat Assault Horizon. I've seen some really good reviews of that. Angry Joe did a real fun review of that, by the way, which I'm anxious to get to. Burnout Paradise, what can I say? This one I've beaten all the way to the end. I love this game. I love, again, trying every challenge, every level. I've found all the billboards, every jump, everything. I love this game. This is a fantastic game. Many driving fiends like it as well. Full Auto, this is probably the 3rd game that I bought for my Xbox 360 back in '09, and I still love it. It's still a great game. Quite dated now, but a lot of fun. I like the kind of first-person shooter, kind of the Mad Max Road Warrior with the guns and miniguns and rockets and what have you. Forza Horizon, what can I say? An incredible driving game. I can't rave enough about this one. Midnight Club, another one. God, it's just almost up there with my Forza Horizon. I love the game. The complete edition in particular comes with the additional map on the southern part of LA, the south central part. A fantastic game. Epic police chases. Wonderful high-speed driving on the freeways. And it really captured LA. It's like being in Los Angeles. Really good realism. Forza 4, I love this game. This is a go-to game here. Beautiful graphics, beautiful driving. I don't even know how many extra DLC packs for that one. Now, Dirt 2 is probably my favorite Dirt game. I've played maybe half of the first one, which I don't have anymore, but I've played the whole Dirt 2. I love this game. I've redone the races over and over and over on hard levels. It's a fantastic game. I can't rave enough about that. Need for Speed The Run, another wonderful game. My favorite of the Need for Speed franchise, actually. Can't rave enough. You can see my review of that one. Or this is in my Guilty Pleasures. I don't think I've done a full actual review of it yet, but it's within my Guilty Pleasures. Driver San Francisco. I have mixed feelings on this one. I love the graphics, the gameplay, how they have the Starsky and Hutch, 74 Torino. They got my old Dodge Monaco that I actually used to have, a 74 Dodge Monaco Bluesmobile from the Blues Brothers. They've got those cars, El Caminos. They got a lot of unusual cars that have been used in the bullet cars and stuff from different Vanishing Point Challenger, from all these famous car chase movies, and one of my favorite favorite city, San Francisco, but unfortunately, it's got this weird shift mechanic, which it just deviates so far from the original story. I have kind of a hard time with it, but I like the game. It's one I couldn't get rid of. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Love-hate relationship with this one. This has got grinding police chases. One of them lasted 34 minutes for me. It was just over the top. Dirt 3, a good game. It's a kind of an improvement with some of the rally tracks and what have you, but I didn't like the Gymkhana stuff that much. Just going around cones, and you can't advance unless you really, dominate, even in some of those other levels, which I'm not a big fan of. So this is one that I'm probably halfway through, and I got sick of the Gymkhana events and bailed out of it. It's a shame because to me it's all about the raids and the off-road rally racing. If they return to that, they'll have a winner, I think. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This is another one. The rubber band AI is some of the worst I've seen. It's an incredibly challenging game. Now, I love the graphics. I love the high-speed arcade racing, but I actually think that it's kind of a notch down from the driving mechanics of Need for Speed Shift and Need for Speed The Run. In fact, here's Shift 1 and 2 here. I love these games. These games are incredible. I put some serious time into these and upgrading the cars. Very realistic. They captured the essence of driving cars on a racetrack. You can even hear the gussets in the welds creaking in the roll cages. You go around corners. Just very realistic. The little chunks of rubber spinning off the tires as you're coming out of the turns. A lot of great attention to detail. Wonderful replays on these. So anyway, these are my driving games. Okay, now we're going to get into some of my fun games. Now, I only have one Xbox game. I'll just show that first off. This is not a first-person shooter, which I'm about to show, but this is one of my favorite games. I donated my PS2 version to Classic Game Room, which they reviewed on Undertow. I had actually Manhunt 1 and 2 are done, now I also have on my PC the brand new uncut version of Manhunt 2. But this game looks incredible. It looks way better on the Xbox 360 than it ever did on the regular Xbox. So I'm dying to go back into that one. In fact, I'm going to be playing that version of it to do a review of it soon enough here. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, two wonderful games. Not my idea, I like the George Romero zombies that move slower, a little bit more predictable. This is more like a frenetic, Joe Namath running at you at 110 miles an hour, but very well done. These are great epic. You just want to get into a really violent, visceral shootout with everything in sight and wondering if you're going to survive. You can't beat these. I'm going to have a heart attack playing these one of these days. Rage, what a fantastic game. This is one of my top FPS games of all time. Made by id Software, one of my favorite development companies. In fact, I pre-ordered this. This is the Anarchy Edition. Came with some really cool, additional armor, outfits, a rat rod car that came with it. This game is outstanding. In fact, I just got recently a brand new DLC pack. I think it's called the Scorchers DLC for this, and I got to get in that and finish playing it. Might even have to review that one, even though it's an older game. Now, here's my favorite game for the Xbox 360, and one of my favorite top 10 games of all time is Wolfenstein. I love this game. I'm going to be doing a very special review of this at some point. I love Raven Software and I love id Software, and they really created a masterpiece with this one. It's kind of a supernatural crossover with very realistic World War II physics and locations and authentic weaponry and soldiers and what have you, but with more of a sci-fi spin. I love this very, very much. Wonderful game. In fact, the other one that Raven Software did, I bought not long after, was Singularity, made by Raven Software as well. A wonderful game. I can't rave enough about this. Now, this is one I need to finish. This is when I started, maybe got 4 or 5 levels into it. Again, get sidetracked. I want to get back to this. I love this game. Very cool. Very similar to Bioshock, actually, the first one. Quake 4, another one I just recently picked up. In fact, I just remade a brand new version of it. Even came with a poster. You can get it brand new, believe it or not, because they had sold out all of the copies, and all they had left were a lot of scratch-up used copies. This is a slight improvement on the new ones for like $20 at GameStop. Really good deal. Fear 1 and 2. Now, I saw Mark Bussler did wonderful reviews of both of these, and I've seen other great reviews of them too. The Fear 1 I'm playing, I'm probably, a third of the way into that one. I love the game. It's very intense. Very, very intense. Very well done. Fairly difficult too. These games are challenging, but I love these games. I can't wait to finish this one and get into the second one. These are wonderful first-person shooters. Dead Island I pre-ordered when it first came out. I love the game. It had like a 32 or 34 things they had to patch the first week it came out. I loaned it to my nephew the second week that the game was out because he came over to play it and he wouldn't leave. And I said, dude, why don't you take it with you? I got some other new games. I'll just jump on those. Well, he had like, God, I think 80 something hours, some insane amount of hours. Or maybe it was the completion rate was like 85%. He had like 109 collectibles or more, and the game froze up on him, and he lost his save file corrupted, and he lost everything. And so he handed it back to me with the strategy guide, was just really bummed out, refused to play it over again. So I never played the game, but I love the game. And this is another one I got to sit and finish because I got Riptide I already pre-ordered coming up. So I want to finish this one too. But I love this game. Dead Island, I think it's a good game. Deep Silver made this one, who also made my Call of Juarez Cartel. Dishonored, this I also pre-ordered, special edition with the tarot cards and everything. Got the nice strategy guide for this. I love this game from what I've seen of it. I played part of the tutorial early on in the game and really was having fun with it. But it's one where I stopped playing it because I want to take like a week of evenings and play it all the way through uninterrupted. This is what I don't want to put in for 90 minutes and jump away from. This is one I'm going to want to submerge myself in and go straight through. So this is one I'm very anxious to get to. Same with this, Metro 2033. I haven't installed it in my computer or my system yet, but I'm dying to play this one. So I'm kind of saving this for a special time off. Syndicate, now this is another one I'm actually, should have added this to the games that I'm still working on because I am. I'm probably a fourth of the way into this one. Really good game. This is very violent. I love the futuristic feel of the game and the graphics. Really great game. I can't rave enough about Syndicate. Another game that I was just enthralled with is this Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. Now, when they came out with this Assault on Dark Athena, it's kind of a sequel to the Chronicles of Butcher Bay, which came out it was Escape to Butcher Bay. Escape from Butcher Bay that came out, actually I think it was like an 05 or something for the regular Xbox. They redid it in HD and man, it looks good. I watched a lot of really cool videos and graphical comparisons. A fantastic game. This game I'm probably a third of the way through. Very, very dark and immersive. Very cool first-person shooter, but more of a stealth game. Really like this one a lot. Very surprising how good it is. Doom 3, what can I say? I loved it on the regular Xbox. I bought it just to have it, to support id Software and to have it in HD, and I put in just the beginning of it just to see how the graphics look. It looks fantastic. This is one I'll get to one of these days. So I'm anxious to finish that one as well. Then wrapping up my first-person shooters, I've got, of course, the infamous Duke Nukem Forever, which I still love. I don't care what anybody says. I like the game. It is kind of impolitically correct. Kind of out of place, kind of like I am, perhaps, in many ways. But I love the game. It's just, I love Duke Nukem. I really like the fact that Randy Pitchford went to bat for this game. It's not the greatest game, and I see the flaws in it, but I have a lot of fun with it. And the Doctor That Cloned Me DLC is actually pretty good for it, too. So, Medal of Honor. This is one that I already played on my PS3, but I couldn't help but get it just to get the achievements for my Xbox, and I'm anxious to play that again. This is one that I need to finish too. GoldenEye Reloaded 007. I'm probably 65-70% of the way through this one. Really like it quite a bit. And then Legends was coming out around the time that I finally got around to playing this. So I actually jumped on Legends and finished that instead. But I need to get back and finish this GoldenEye Reloaded. Homefront, surprisingly good. I really liked it. Yeah, it had some kind of mediocre graphical presentation in some ways. The story was definitely intriguing. I love the parts of the Golden Gate Bridge near the end. It was really epic. It has a lot of promise. They could do a wonderful sequel. Now, someone just picked up from THQ. They bought the franchise, so I'm hoping to see more of this. This is a game I actually I bought quite a while ago and started to play. Maybe, I don't know, fourth of the way into this one too. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. Kind of a squad-based tactical shooter. Really a good game. I really was surprised at how fun this one is. I'm anxious to finish that one by Gearbox Software. Medal of Honor Warfighter. I love this game. Played it all the way through, I think, in 2 evenings. Really enjoyed this quite a bit. Good contemporary shooter. Battlefield, Bad Company 1 and 2. I love these games. The second game, the first one, I never finished, to be honest with you. I liked it. I think it's really good. I love the characters and the story, but for whatever reason, didn't finish it. Jumped on to something else. This one I went all the way through in like maybe 2 or 3 evenings. God, I love this game. This is one of the finest first-person shooters I've ever played. This would be my top 10 list probably of first-person shooters. I love the game. I love the explosive nature of it, how the destructible environments really work well with the game and the characters. Something that was missing in Battlefield 3 that I wish they kind of had with those characters. So, great game. Soldier of Fortune Payback. Can I say, a guilty pleasure. One of the worst games that I have in my collection, but I love it. I don't know why. Just one of those kind of cheesy, visceral, gory games. Just ridiculous. But I like the gun models in it too. The sound effects are actually not too bad also. 007 Legends, another wonderful Bond game. And the only level I haven't beat yet is the very final one, which is actually that came with the Skyfall mission, which I came around the time that I saw the movie at the theater. So I need to go back and finish the last chapter in this. But I really like this 007 Legends. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, another wonderful first-person shooter in the Old West during the Civil War. Two brothers, they have different attributes, kind of similar to my Call of Juarez review that I did. Very well done. This is highly recommended. If you love Red Dead Redemption, if you like kind of see a Red Dead Redemption kind of a game, but in a first-person shooter capacity, you can't beat this one. This is a masterpiece. This is worth what I mean, I'd pay $60 with no problem for this. I think I bought it for like $12, but I gladly would pay $60 for that one. I love that game. This is another game I bought, God, for like $7.50. 007 Quantum of Solace, loved it. It's a COD, virtually, just like COD, but with some stealth elements added, and some interesting third-person shooter cover mechanics. Going to cover, you see kind of an over-the-shoulder third-person view, which is kind of neat. Call of Duty Black Ops, one of my favorite games. I played this in 2 nights. The next 2 nights, replayed it on the hardened level, beat it again. I love this game. This I wish there were more Vietnam games and games that took place in Nam, and that showed some of those scenes, like the wonderful scenes they had with this, with the Huey helicopters, the Vietnam music and weaponry and all that. So, Call of Duty World at War. This one, I think I'm at near the end of the game in the Japanese palace level. I got maybe just a couple levels left, and I just kept getting killed over and over, and just kind of quit one night, never went back to it. But I love this game, and would like to finish this one too. Call of Duty 3 is another one. I just started playing, I think last summer actually, when I had that dry spell. And I went through Call of Duty 2, which I have here, and beat the game. I played Call of Duty Classic, enjoyed it, then played Call of Duty 2, and then I've gotten about halfway through Call of Duty 3 and really like it. Not quite as good as Call of Duty 2, but both very good games. You can get them, pick them up for the cost of a burrito or a hamburger. Bulletstorm I pre-ordered. A wonderful game. Very strange game, but I really like the mechanics in it. And it just has a lot of fun attitude in it. It's very violent and visceral and kind of gory. Kind of, pokes fun at, just first-person shooters in a way by its very essence. But I really like the game. So anyway, these are some of the games that I have that I'm anxious to get to. Quite a few of them I've played all the way through. And then I also have many other games that are installed on my computer and, downloadable games as well. Now, as far as downloadable games on my PC, I have Manhunt 2 I just recently got. I have Red Faction also from Steam on that one. And then I have Silent Hunter 3 also, which is an older game, came out like in 04, 05. Really good submarine World War II game, PC game. Those don't have a whole lot of PC games, but that's what I do have. Now, on my Xbox 360, I downloaded the game Black, which I loved on the Xbox. A really tough, challenging game with superb sound and visual effects, and I love the game Black. So I have that one. I've been replaying it. Bionic Commando Rearmed, I love that one. I also got that downloaded. Call of Duty Classic, which I just mentioned. Choplifter HD, a fun little game. I loved Choplifter back in the day, the old Atari days, and I really like this one. It's very well done. Crimson Skies, another game that I loved on the regular Xbox. High Road to Revenge, I have that one recently, actually. Mark Busler did a review of that one, and I forgot how good it was and had to download again. Duke Nukem 3D, of course, just because I could. Duke Nukem The Manhattan Project, another strange little kind of a side-scrolling game, but a lot of fun with the Duke Nukem attitude and the whole thing. It's great. Hydro Thunder, another game I love for the Xbox Live Arcade. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, some of these wonderful Xbox originals. Not too many of them, but there's some really good ones in HD you can download, and that's one good one. And then I also have Trials HD and Trials Evolution. Two wonderful, they are my favorite Xbox Live arcade games. I can't rave enough about them. I put in an insane amount of time in those. Just maddeningly challenging, some of them, but a lot of fun. And then for the PS3, I do have a few downloadables. I have the Twisted Metal 2, which I love from the old days. Twisted Metal Black, when I pre-ordered my Twisted Metal game right after I got my PS3, that came with a really nice downloadable free Twisted Metal Black, kind of in HD graphics. It actually looks really good. The game Myst from the old PS1 days, I have that downloaded my PS3. Red Faction, again, just to have it. GTA 3 recently, I downloaded that. I'm going to be getting Vice City real soon. I love Vice City. GTA 3 I started to play, and the graphics really look good. It's very dated going back and playing it, but it's a lot of fun. Medal of Honor Frontline actually came with my, I think it was, my Medal of Honor Airborne game, or one of them, came with a Medal of Honor Frontline as a downloadable game for your PS3, so I have that, and I'm anxious to go back. I played the first level again, and it brought back so many memories from my old Xbox. And then I also have the Jeremy McGrath Off-Road, which I really love. So those are my downloadable games that I also have. So you can see this is kind of my humble little game collection. It's not much. A lot of them are games I just need to either finish or get to when I find the time. And of course, there's many new games coming out. So anyway, I just thought I'd take the time and show you these games. So there you have it. There's my collection of games. As simple as they are, they're ones that I really enjoy, and then quite a few that I'm looking forward to enjoying sometime in the near future here. So thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your games. This is going to be a wonderful year of gaming ahead, and there's still wonderful games from 2010, 11, and 12 that we can pick up for dirt cheap and enjoy those experiences too. The summer in particular, we have that dry spell coming up, and I'm looking forward to getting to many of these damn games sooner rather than later. So thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your games, guys.